Hi, my name is Lianna Guajardo, and in this video I'll be discussing dispositions that I possess, as well as dispositions that I need to work on. I will also be discussing how dispositions demonstrate my ability to understand others, as well as how using feedback will adjust my teaching practices to benefit learning. I strongly believe that I possess every single disposition in one way or another. There are just some that I am extremely more passionate about than others. On the list, I either strongly agree or agree with every single one of them. However, educators should believe that all students can learn and should set and support realistic expectations for student success is one that I strongly believe in, because every student learns differently, and if they don't get taught the way that they can best understand, they're never going to be successful. However, there are also dispositions that I do need to work on, such as educators should demonstrate professional friendliness, warmth, and genuine care in their relationship with others, while providing intellectual support and spiritual support. With the kids, I can be completely professional. With the children, that's not something that I believe I would need to work on. However, with my colleagues and other employees, this is one that I would need to work on. Once you become too friendly or too warm or too genuine, sometimes people take it a little too far, and then you're just left in this awkward fake relationship type thing, and no one wants to go to work every day knowing that they're in that kind of situation. However, that is something that I would need to work on, whether it be communicating or whatnot. But just in my past experiences, people just take my friendliness the wrong way, and then I'm just left in this weird situation that I really don't like. But yeah, and how dispositions demonstrate my ability to understand others' cultures and genders and learning differences. To start, I'm Mexican American, and so I have that different background than, most of my state does. I live in Washington, and so with me being Mexican American, I have a different background than most. I'm also a very visual and kinesthetic learner. Growing up, a lot of my friends were verbal learners, so they just needed to hear the teacher talk about the curriculum, and then they got it like that. Me, I had to see the teacher write it out or be hands-on, do something hands-on for me to fully understand and grasp the concept. So that is something that I really struggled with, especially in elementary school. And that is one reason why I really wanted to come into teaching, is because I don't want kids to have to go through what I did in the classroom. And with this background, I believe that it will be very beneficial for my students as well as their families. Them knowing who I am and where I came from will give them, help them feel comfortable with their student being in my classroom. With using the feedback from annual performance evaluations, observations, and data on student performances, reevaluating something I think teachers need to do every single year. One year you can have a classroom full of visual learners, so you'll have a bunch of visual activities planned out, and your classroom will be very, very successful. However, the year after that, you might have a bunch of auditory learners, so you would have to incorporate more of those type of activities for them to be successful. It really just depends on, I'm not saying the group majority of them. You definitely want to focus on them individually, but you really, at the end of the day, you want your whole class to be successful. So whether it be incorporating different types of activities for visual, verbal, kinesthetic, auditory, social learners, whatever it is, whatever it's going to do to make them be successful. I really love these dispositions, and it's something that every teacher should not only be aware of, but really reflect on and take into consideration when looking into becoming a teacher.